Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Happy Friday.
Yes, Friday.
We have today our hostess for next week's event, and we have Greg, who you know is my co-host.
Yep.
And this is Alicia. And we're going to talk to Alicia about her business again, and we're also going to talk about next week's event. So if you have questions, please put them into the comments. And or if you have comments, put them into the comments and we will read them, okay?
Yes.
So thank you for watching, everyone. So Alicia, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. I feel really good being here. Like, I've been to a few of the events and they've been really awesome. Thank you for
Isn't it nice?
Yes,
Yeah.
they
Wonderful.
really are. Yes.
There have been really nice ones, and this
Yeah.
last one was super nice. As
Yes.
you did go to that
Yes.
one, I remember seeing you there.
Yes.
We had our hostess was Griselda Espinoza, and she hosted us at her location, which was an amazing location to begin with.
Yes.
But then she did like party favors for everybody.
Oh my God, yes.
And those were amazing. You know,
The food was
the
amazing.
food was amazing.
The one time I missed. This is
Oh
happening.
no!
Yeah.
You missed it then. That
You
was a real
missed
good
it.
one. Yeah.
You
All
missed a good one.
Yeah.
But she gave us all she's really into succulent plants.
Mm-hmm.
So she made each person a little pot with succulents, and you could take it with you, and it was really sweet.
It was.
It was really sweet.
Yeah. And her space is amazing.
Her space is really great.
It's so nice. Yeah.
So we had a good time, and this next week, which is March, we're going to be hosted by Alicia and Gloria, and they both are financial people. They do all. Well, we're going to talk to Alicia. She's going to tell us, refresh us
Yes.
about her business. And sorry, Gloria's not here today with us. She had something else to do. But you will see both of them there at the event, and you can ask them questions, and they'll be able to tell you more in person of what they do, and you can, learn a lot more about what they are actually all about and what their business is about, so that, if you can use their services, great, or refer them to somebody, always a good thing, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think referrals are the best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do you want to tell everyone what you do?
Yes, so I am a financial strategist. So people always ask me, oh, what is that? So basically, what I help families do is figure out their money. Where is your money going? How is your money working for you? What do you have prepared for the future? How are you saving on taxes, or are you not saving on taxes? So I kind of help you find like those little leaks in your money, and then also like how to grow your money so it's working for you, but without market risk, without the drops of the scary stock market. So more in index accounts where your money is always growing and it's protected.
So you buy and sell and trade and all of that
Well,
for them?
It's not that I buy and sell and trade. It's not a brokerage account. It's an index account. So you're putting money in there consistently, and your money is growing consistently. It mirrors the stock market, but it's not in the stock market.
Okay.
So like the stock market goes up, your money goes up. If it goes down, your money stays. So like if it's a bad year, you don't make money, but you also don't lose money. Those kind of accounts. So they're
safe.
They're safe. They need time to grow, and investing in them so that they can grow. I'm more about safety. It's not like get rich quick, fast. None of that. It's about doing it smart.
Do a lot of people not know about this? Is that why they're not doing it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. These are accounts actually that banks have used historically. These are accounts that people had like when the market crashed in 2008.
Right.
Their money was safe. It wasn't invested.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So these are now, more people are learning about them, and they're actually using them to supplement retirements, because traditionally we're told to use 401ks and 403bs and teachers and people have pensions and things like that. But with those accounts come
Risk.
Number one, risk, because we always hear about people that lost so much on their 401ks, and also taxes, because they tell you, yeah, it's tax free right now, but then you're going to pay taxes on it later. And the kind of accounts that I do, it's money that you already paid taxes on, and once you have it into this account and you need to use it, you do not pay taxes on it again.
Okay.
Because sometimes, let's say you have your money like in a CD or something, and you pay taxes on that. Like almost on anything, any kind of account that you put your money in where it grows interest, it's considered income, and you pay taxes on it. Not these kinds of accounts. Yeah.
We have a question. How long have you been doing this, and what's your background for this career?
I've been doing it now
for that question.
Yes, that's a good question. So I've been doing it now for 2.5 years, and I think like a lot of small business owners, it comes from a personal space.
Okay.
And so I went through money things. I was getting divorced and realizing a lot of holes in our finances as we were trying to figure that out, gaps. And so I just dove in like, wait a minute, why is this happening? Why are we not better structured? And so I started protecting myself after that and figuring it out, and I love it. I have a background in teaching, so I'm always about teaching and sharing what has improved my life with others. I'm all about that community. I'm a teacher by trade, that's what I do, and so I'm always into teaching. So I started taking courses, I got licensed, and I've been doing it ever since. And Griselda, Gloria, and I have found it, and it's going so fast. Wealth con Corazon. It was literally an idea that Griselda and I would like to do this in September, and now it's like popped, and we've done workshops for the community teaching about finances because we're all in different parts of finances. So yeah, I have that going on too.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so excited. Yeah, we did our first workshop in January, and we filled the room. Griselda's office on Venice. We filled it to the brim, and we did another one that was online. That one was successful too, and we have another one coming up in March.
Oh,
Yeah.
how nice.
Yeah.
Look at how her face lit up talking about
very
it.
excited. So when somebody asks for your services, how do you start? What do you do? What's the first thing you do?
We do a financial analysis.
Okay.
So we figure out what's your income, what's coming in, what's going out. We got to figure that out first. Believe it or not, a lot of people do the avoidance. They don't.
They don't want to know.
They swipe their card and they pray that it doesn't get, rejected at the store. I've literally been told that. They're like, I don't like to open my banking app. And I'm like, well, that's the first problem. So it's seeing what's coming in, what's coming out.
Do people reconcile their bank accounts anymore?
Do
I
they
feel like they don't.
They don't. I remember, many moons ago, I was my dad's right hand for his business. And I remember having the ledger and by hand. Like I know how to do that even. But nobody knows how to do that anymore. I've taught my daughters how. I'm like, this is how you keep track of your money.
Right.
Kids can't even count anymore. I mean, they can't. It's just.
But almost everybody listens to whatever the bank tells them they have. They don't sit here and try to figure out if it's different,
Yeah.
Or if there's any discrepancies, and it's, banks aren't always correct.
They're not. You get charged for things. Like that's why Gloria is a bookkeeper. Oh my God, she's awesome. She's helped me to really organize my business expenses, especially. And that's one of the things, like you have to sit down once a month at the end of the month or the beginning of the new one and see what happened last month, because you will find charges on there. You're like, what is this?
You gotta look.
I used to sit there with just a few dollars. I'm like, I gotta find it where it is.
Yeah.
And I would do that religiously every month.
Like, where did it go,
Where
right?
did it go? Yeah,
That's where you need a Gloria in your life. Gloria's a bookkeeper.
Yeah.
And bookkeeping, the way that she does it in depth, I was like, wow, I'm so glad I met her. Because it's not easy.
Well.
Like I said, don't trust I'm not saying don't trust the bank. I'm just saying don't trust that what they're saying is what it is. You gotta, look at it yourself too and make
they
sure.
get paid also to sell certain things that may or may
Yeah.
not benefit
Yeah.
you, so you have to be really careful.
Or you could have signed up for an account that needed a certain amount of money before they charge you service charges, and then you stopped paying attention to it, and all of a sudden you charged $35 a month or something.
Yeah.
And so you just wanna look at everything.
One of the biggest ones that Gloria talks about is that all the subscriptions that people have.
I know, right?
She talks about that. She's, she doesn't disclose her clients' information, but she says when I'm looking through people's books, she's like, I tell them, do you know that you've got this much of subscriptions? And they're just like oblivious and things that they don't even use.
I just added mine up. It's going down. Yeah,
Right?
I could not believe how much I pay a month for that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
There is an app, I think, that comes on commercials that you can upload this app to your phone, and it will tell you all the subscriptions that you have that you may have not even remembered signing up for. The tricky ones are the ones that say, okay, you signed up for free for a month, and then they'll charge you, and you forget. So they're banking
Set a
on you
reminder
forgetting.
or something.
Do
Yeah.
they charge a subscription for the app, or is that just something you?
I don't think they charge you.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think they charge.
No?
Just
I
asking.
don't think so.
I would hope
Yeah.
not.
I don't think so. But it kind of reminds me of, she's too young. But remember when you sent away for those records and
Oh
you
my
got them
God,
for a
I was
penny?
little kids, yeah.
Yeah, and then they charge you money.
You start paying $10. Yeah, that was not cool.
Remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the Columbia House.
Yeah.
Oh, Columbia House. I remember Columbia House.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah,
I remember
they're
that.
gone. But it used to be like you get so many for a penny.
Every kid would go
And,
for it. It was
yeah,
a scam. Yeah.
It was a scam. It was a huge scam.
Now we know.
So yeah, so what she's saying is, take a look at all your subscriptions and make sure
All your
that you're not.
expenses.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Because the bank fees ones is another one. Like sometimes they don't know.
Mhm.
Watch your account.
Yeah.
Because overdraft fees.
Mhm.
Oh my God! I remember.
Oh, they're
Again,
expensive.
they used to be like $3, $5. It's like $27 now for every overdraft.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
That's crazy.
It's
you
crazy.
have to look at things.
The other thing I wanted to mention was I don't think that people use checks anymore.
Mm-mm.
No, it's rare.
Very rare.
So then I think the balancing of the checkbook kind of,
Yes.
It's
But
gone.
there's apps now. I was gonna say there's apps now, like budgeting apps, and there are some pretty good ones. It takes a little bit of sitting down and doing the work, like categorizing. But there are apps, and like I have one. It's called Suma. It's from Suma Wealth, and it's geared towards the Latino community. But I like it because it sends me notifications like, hey, you can adjust the voice of it. It's really cute. So sometimes it will tell me like,
Okay.
you've eaten out like I don't know how many times this month. It's time to go to Abuelita's house.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
it is.
That's
Yeah.
impressive. Yeah.
So there's apps out there, and there's different kinds. I would suggest getting one of those because nobody writes checks. It was easier when you wrote checks to be like, I shouldn't pay for this because I know you could reconcile your books easier.
But you still have to manage it somewhat.
You
put
have
in,
to.
If you spend cash, you have to check the app pretty much every day or so. because
Or you just sit down, like I said, once a month. The first time you see what is your real pay, what do you really get a month, what are your bills, what your investments are, and whatever's left over, that's going to be for fun, and that's it. That's it. You have to.
That's called budgeting.
Yeah, you have to stay within that, or you figure out a way to make more money if you want to have more fun.
I'm
Exactly.
going to write that down before I forget. Budgeting. It's one word.
Budgeting, exactly.
Mhm.
Got it.
But if you live on a fixed income, budgeting is definitely
Yeah.
much more important.
Yes.
If you live on a commission-based sort of thing, so you have more opportunity to make more money if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I suppose it depends on each. You could also make less money. Budgeting would still apply, but maybe not as constricted.
So
Yeah, maybe.
So now that they've come to you, you've done that.
I've done that. Okay, so now
that-
we know what's coming in and what's going out.
Right.
Now we figure out how to grow your money, right? Because you don't want to put your money in a regular savings account because it's doing nothing there other than getting eaten by inflation.
Right.
And so now we figure out, all right, how much do you have to start investing to put it in these index accounts so that you can start growing money. That's like a form of passive income. A high yield savings account, that's a form of passive income because your money's working and you don't have to do anything but keep adding money to it.
Yeah, savings accounts are
Yeah.
not what they used to be either. So
Yeah, no, not at all. Because I mean, we've seen it on the bank statement when it tells you that it pays you like 0.001% interest. Like, come on, come on. Yeah,
you charge more for.
In 50 years, you can go to McDonald's and I gotta get it.
Yeah, exactly. And so we have that part of it. Then there's the part like getting a policy, a life insurance policy that has living benefits to protect everything that you're doing, to protect your income, to protect what you're growing. Should you get sick in life, you have to protect your life. You just have to, especially if you have a family. You could come down with a terminal or chronic illness, and life insurance policies now are not what they used to be. You can tap into living benefits and use that money in life to help you pay for things.
Okay.
Yeah. That was my biggest, like, oh my God, because everybody always thinks like, oh, well, a life insurance policy. Latinos have a saying, I hate it. Let me translate it. Like, well, you know, if it's a husband or a wife, and they're like, well, why am I going to get a life insurance policy? I'm going to be dead, and she's going to go spend it with someone else. Like, no, that's not what it is at all.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I hate it.
But I think that's what it used to be.
Yeah, it was just a death benefit. They're no longer that. Of course, it has a death benefit, but it has so much more components to it that you can use
So
in
you
life.
can borrow against it. You can.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can use your life insurance policy as collateral as to apply for a home loan. They love seeing that.
Did not know that.
Yeah, lenders like seeing that. They're like, okay, they're responsible. They've got life insurance. Should something happen to them, they can still pay their mortgage. Yeah, things like that. You can use it for, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Lots of information. So,
Mhm.
you know, you can come to our event next Thursday. It's at 4:30 p.m. on March 5th. We have these once a month. They're open to the public, and we have different businesses who host us. So there's no cost to you to even go to these. We kind of pride ourselves on having it open to the public because each businesses do need the end users, and they're not always a business to business. So we do bring the consumers in as well. So that makes a big difference. For example, for her business, you know, she would need more consumers, right? And then Gloria, she could use more business to business.
I was going to say, I work with businesses too because business owners, and this is another story of mine. My dad was a business owner, and my dad worked really, really hard. He was an immigrant, and he did well. You know, he actually grew a business. But now as an adult, and especially doing what I do and seeing all these things, he never had structure for his money. My dad worked, and just paid for things. But he didn't have structure for all the money that he was making. And so now, in his golden years, it's like, where is all the money that he worked so hard for?
Yeah.
Because he was just working and paying, not planning for the future because he didn't know how. He was the first generation to build something here in the U.S. He was just building.
I think that generation did kind of live that way, you know.
Because they didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, I think also when you're younger, you're indestructible and you don't think
Yeah, a lot of people still think like that. A lot of people still think like that.
You get
So,
back to 40 and it's like, you better start looking into this, and then.
Yeah.
But it's never too late.
it's never, well, no, sometimes.
Within
Within reason. Yes. But yeah, so that's also my thing. Like, I like working with business owners to help them make sure that they are planning for their retirement. That a lot of business owners also like to have their money liquid because an opportunity might come along and they want to be able to grab their cash and take it. So they keep it in bank accounts where it's doing nothing. But in these accounts, again, you can actually take your money out without it being a hassle of trying to get a loan from a bank or take it out of somewhere and have a penalty. Like, you know, we can't take money out of 401ks ahead of time because you face severe taxes and penalties. Yeah. It's like a lot of fees, you know. So in these kinds of accounts, your money's growing, and you are able to, if you need it, you're able to take it out. You know, you just gotta obviously your cash value is going to go down, but that's up to you.
So just like anything, a business owner can invest their
Yes,
business.
I know lots of people that started putting their money into these accounts and then, you know, withdrew it to buy real estate. I know people that did that.
Yeah, and especially if you're a business owner and you own the building that you are practicing your
Exactly.
business out of is always a good thing, you know.
Your family depends on you.
Yeah.
It's like, what happens if something happens to you tomorrow?
But then you can count on the rent being the same. You don't have to worry about it being raised. You don't have to worry about your landlord kicking you out or any of those things.
Exactly.
So I think those are really good, important points.
It's diversifying your portfolio. You've got to have all these different things. Yeah.
So when we do the event next week, will people be able to hear a little bit more in depth about what you're doing? And ask you more questions and
Definitely. That's my thing. I love talking. I'm a teacher and I like to talk and teach and help. Yes, I'm about community. That's what I like to do. I host my own workshops as well. I'm having one in March that's geared for business owners as well.
Okay.
Sure.
So Gloria and her are going to be hosting us, so you will be able to hear from both of them. When we have these events and our hosts usually get a little bit more time to present themselves and present their businesses. So then we also open it up to the audience to ask them as many questions as they want to ask. And so those are all good things for next Thursday. Again, it's on March 5th at 4:30 p.m. It's over at the Beverlywood West Recreation Room. And we've had several events there. So it's 11260 Overland Avenue. And it's in Culver City. If you have any questions about where it is or anything, please feel free to contact me. Please RSVP so we know how many refreshments to get. And it's always a fun time. We have raffles, and our raffles have grown so much, so it's a lot of fun. There's lots of good prizes and everything. And you'll see all of us here. You'll see Greg at the front desk. And checking everybody in, and so you'll come and meet us in person. If you've never gone to one, please do join us. It's a great event. Every month we do it, and I'm going to read some more comments here. Vicky is saying, very interesting. Thank you. She's liking all the information you've given her so far. And I saw that there was another one here. This one, I was just at that one. Let me see. Sorry, guys. You can keep talking.
What is the minimal amount you need to start one of this kind of investment?
Okay, that's the other one. Okay.
Let's ask that question.
Yeah.
That's a great question.
There is no minimum amount. You work with your budget. Yes.
Okay.
I get asked that a lot because people are afraid. They come to me and they're like, well, I'm not ready. Oh, I don't have this. Or I have to pay off that. The thing is that your money needs time to grow. That's the rule of 72. Your money needs time to grow. How much would it double? How often? At what percentage rate? So there is no minimum amount. It's just get started now. People get started now. And if I would have known about this like years ago, 20 years ago, like life would be so different now. Not just for me, but for my children. Thankfully, they're still young, so they have their own policies, and I'm teaching them, like, birthday money, you get half of it to spend it, and the other half is going to your account. I'm teaching them young. The youngest person I ever got a policy for was, she was 4 months old at the time. Her mom got it for her, because she
was it a life insurance policy?
Yeah, one of these where they grow crash value, because her mom understood, like, my oldest is now 17. She's had her account since she was 16. I think it's only been like a year. And I tell her, well, we're going to give your money time to grow. And then when she gets a job, she can put more money in there. I go, but what I'm giving you now, by the time you're like 30 and ready to buy a house, guess what? You'll have money in there for a down payment. My youngest, she's had her since she was 11. She's 13 now. So she's got time to grow money. Her dad and I have time to grow money in her account so that she has money to pay for college expenses, things like that. Like, so that mother understood. She actually had 5 kids, and she did it for all 5 of her kids, but the youngest was 4, and she goes, because I want them to have something when they're 18, and this is the way that I can do it.
Yeah, you're never too young to get started on any of this stuff, so if you are, maybe you have a new baby or a new grandchild or whatever, you can start them off on it right away.
And there's so many things that go into that, which I can go into detail then, like why.
Is the monthly, what you put in it, is it very affordable?
So
it
the
could
younger
be what you want, or it could be
the younger you are,
the more affordable. Okay.
Because it is based on your health and your age. So
But there's no penalty for not putting in, right? I mean,
no,
I think
no, there's no penalty for not putting in.
Okay.
Nothing like that. They even have like if you're having a tough month and you can't pay, my thing is always do not let the policy lapse. There's ways that you can defer the payment for a few months while you get back on your feet, like things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, there's no minimum, and like I said, that's why we do budgeting in the beginning to see what you can start off with.
Yep.
That's why.
Well, you know, I haven't done this. I don't do the finances anymore. I used to do them all. But one of the things that I learned a long time ago was when you get your paycheck, pay yourself first.
Yep.
Pay yourself
Oh,
first.
yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
Yeah.
that's one thing I learned.
And that doesn't mean go get your nails done
No,
first.
no, it
That
means
means put it somewhere good when
So,
you
yeah,
do something.
it's like paying a bill. You're paying your savings. You know.
I'm telling you this because I said this to somebody like a youngster now. No, that's not what it means.
No.
No.
No, it means putting it into a savings account. Like you take your money. If you didn't do that, you'd spend it. And
Yes.
so that's where the idea
Yeah.
comes from. Is that you're paying yourself so that someday it's gonna come back to you.
Yeah, that's where you'll have the money for the car that you need to buy or the emergency. That too. The emergency, like when I broke my ankle, I'm so happy I had an emergency fund that I could tap into.
But you're happy you broke your ankle.
No, I was happy to have the money
Good.
to tap into. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Well, great. So, if there's no more questions or anything, we're gonna. Do you have a website or anything you want to tell
Yes,
people?
my website is aliciafinancial.com.
Okay, easy.
Yeah.
AliciaFinancial.com. It's ALICIA. Okay.
You can put that on the.
Yeah, we can put that on there for you too. But come meet her in person next week, Thursday, March 5th, 4:30 p.m., 11260 Overland Avenue at the Beverlywood West Recreation Room. And we always encourage you people to drive, in a carpool with friends. Uber, Lyft, Waymo, any of those things. We always encourage that to our guests because, parking around LA is precarious in many ways. This place does have parking, but just, if you can, do that, okay? Ride your bike, whatever you need to do. But I always like to encourage that. So
It's a good little room to.
it's a nice room. Yeah, it's a very nice
good.
room. So we're going to be over there. RSVP, the event is on our Facebook group, the Culver City Biz group. The event is there, so you can look for it and RSVP there, and that will let Alicia know and Gloria know how much refreshments to get. We always provide refreshments, and we always have enough chairs and things for people. So we like to make sure that we have enough of that for everyone, and that's why we need the RSVPs. If you guys have any questions, you can always contact me, and I will be happy to answer those questions for you. So we will see you next week at Alicia and Gloria's event. Come meet them in person. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yes,
Can't
they are
wait.
actually. Yeah.
So have a great weekend, everyone.
Have a
Thanks
good
for
weekend.
joining us. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week.